I have been dodging this anime for the past 5 years at least. It seemed like for a while, everywhere I went, this anime was there somehow. But whenever I would try and remember it so I could watch it a few days later, it was already gone again. So finally, now that I've forced myself to sit and watch it, is Dimension W a must-watch anime? Not really. But if you're looking to change things up from the standard fantasy, isekai, whatever garbage, with a sci-fi story that just barely avoids being painfully mediocre, then I'd say it's worth hearing me out. Sometime in the future, humanity discovers a fourth dimension, and along with it, a new infinite energy source. This discovery leads to the development of coils, which then become the basis for modern society, while also bringing about corrupt corporations and illegal coils being distributed. And I probably just described at least half of all sci-fi media with a premise like that. The one thing that differentiates Dimension W from the rest is the concept of the fourth dimension, how it functions, and how the newfound energy can be harnessed through the coils. The story has a way of holding your interest with its mysteries, as with each episode, a bit more about the world and coils are revealed. The protagonist, Kyoma, is a bounty hunter who grumbles about these blasted kids and their newfangled technology, so naturally he sticks with the classics by driving a gas-powered car and uses his own strength to fight his battles. During a coil recovery job, he ends up meeting Mira, a peppy robot girl, and so together they work as collectors who get pulled deeper and deeper into the crimes and conspiracies surrounding Dimension W. Let's talk about the animation and music though.
思いもしなかったけどね。興味あるんだろ。
Dimension W has consistently passable animation, with brief but memorable flashes of something greater. When I looked into it, I was surprised to find that it was animated by Studio Orange, who would go on to animate Land of the Lustrous and Beastars, as well as Studio 3 Hertz, who made Flip Flappers. With Dimension W though, the animation always teeters on that line being high quality whenever Kyoma or the others start fighting hand to hand, as it's able to capture a weighty feeling when characters are actually doing something physical, with great sounds to accompany each punch or kick to hammer the attacks home. Whenever the lasers and coil powers and stuff come out, however, that's when you go right back to sleep. That's just standard stuff. There are these nice shots every time we enter the city or a large area, where we'll be able to see it in its entirety with lights flashing, before getting a few more sights that familiarize you with the current area's layout before blowing right by it. The soundtrack has that standard sci-fi beep, wee, you know, that sort of stuff going on or whatever. It's nothing all too impressive, and there's only one scene in particular where it kinda comes into its own. The more laid-back soundtracks really help bring the areas to life though, making those few times where we're exploring the city pretty captivating.
Yes.
Design-wise, the characters of Dimension W are pretty solid, as although each character has a similar style to them, the differences between their movements and voices are enough to keep each one from feeling uninspired. The main cast, specifically Kyoma and Mira, may seem pretty one-note initially, but as the anime progresses, you get to see more about why Kyoma is so opposed to coils and who he was before becoming a collector, and why Mira interacts with Kyoma the way she actually does. Most of the side characters pique your interest and contribute well to the overarching mysteries of the anime, as there's always a feeling that someone's hiding crucial information that could shift the world. I should also add on here that from what I've heard, the dub is pretty solid, with Christopher Sabat voicing Kyoma, and a surprising amount of recognized voice actors doing some good work, bringing over the humor and overall feel of each character.
But I think it might be better if I had my own bathroom, don't you?
Overall, I'm not gonna lie to you and act like Dimension W is a hidden masterpiece or something, because it isn't. It's a decent show with a lot of moments that could have made it into something better, but never pulled it off. So we ended up with an anime that's slightly above average at best. It has the ability to keep you asking questions about the functions of each piece of the world in the larger puzzle, with spikes of impressive animation, but it takes the ball and gently places it down before walking out after 12 episodes. If you're looking for a change of pace from the constant barrage of fantasy and slice of life anime, then it might be worth a try. Give the first episode or two a watch, and if it's not for you, then drop it. I kinda don't have plans for a video next week, so yeah. Comments, likes, and subs are all greatly appreciated, and that's about all I have for now, so peace.
Desire